On the day of the interview, I was very, very nervous. I actually think I did okay. I tried to treat it just as quite informal and not put the pressure on myself. Obviously, it's quite hard to escape from that. But if you try to get into the mindset of it's just a chat, you're just trying to sell the best version of you and what you've got to bring to the table and why they should have you at the university. And you don't want to make it too formal because they might not be looking for that kind of thing. And you don't want to seem as if you're very worked up either, because that isn't a quality you want to take in. You want to seem as if you can handle it under stress, even if you really are losing it inside. And yeah, I think it went very well. Well, I did get a place, so I'm assuming it did go very well. But yeah, I went away and thought I couldn't have done any better than what I did. So yeah, I was quite happy with it, but still in the back of my head thinking, oh my God, what if it doesn't happen? But tried to stay as positive as I could after it.
Yeah, I think I felt really nervous on the day. I was fine the night before, and then I got up that morning. It was one of the ones I think I just felt sick all day. And because we had the interview, I think yours would have been the same. Did you have to do the presentation?
Yeah.
I think I didn't worry so much about the interview because I was that worried about the presentation.
Yeah.
I thought, so I think the questions, it was like that, just try and beat yourself and
yeah.
kind of stress too much. I think trying to put it in your head, I see interviews as they're just people. So I try and think they're just people like me and you. You just have to show them like what you can bring basically to their course. I think I can't remember what questions was asked. Kind of what qualities you think would make a good teacher. I think one that was what challenge do you think you would face as a student teacher?
Yeah, that was one of them. I remember that now.
When I got asked, and it was basically, I think we did the one-to-one. No, we done the presentation first, and did we go on and do?
Yeah, and then do the interview. Yeah. It was the student question, how you would handle it as a student if you had any issues. That was the question that threw me the most, actually, because I was like, oh, that's one I've not even thought about.
Yeah, I mean, I had to ask her, do you mean like me as a student, or
I
was confused.
Students.
Yeah, as a teacher or as a student teacher? Like that one did throw me as well. But I think I panicked after it because I was told you had 20 minutes and basically you had to fill the 20 minutes. And I looked at the time when mine was finished and it was only 7. And I thought, I've not got a place. Like I only spoke for 7 minutes, but then it worked out. I must have just said kind of everything.
The right things.
Yeah.
They probably give you that as a guideline, but then, if you provide such good quality in these 7 minutes, then they're happy with it. So obviously they were.
I know, because I kept thinking it was like, just keep trying to speak. But I thought, if that's not me, I'm trying to just be myself. So I tried to just do my best and just answer the questions the way I would answer them.
Well, I think I did have a good kind of leg up with my education experience. I worked within education for 4 years in North Ayrshire within the family learning team. I started only admin there, but I said that I wanted to go on and do my primary teaching. So I was given more opportunities to volunteer within schools. So a lot of my answers to my questions was all around that, all around when we worked with COVID and things like that and how schools shut and what we done. So I think that I already have a bit of background into education, so it was quite good having that to go forward. So that is one of the reasons why I thought I'd got picked, because in the back of my head I thought, at least I've got that, like I've sold myself with that. Hopefully I get in with that, because I wasn't sure what else they would maybe pick me for. So I was quite lucky and grateful that I had that experience behind me.
Yeah, I think to be honest, I say I don't know. I think I've just always wanted to be like do primary teaching. It's something I've been so passionate about for years. But I had my wee boy, I was 24 and I was still kind of in retail. I was working my way up that way, and I just always thought I couldn't go into education when my little boy was so young. But I think through COVID, it was more, I think seeing his primary teacher, like I did homeschooling with him, and seeing like the way his teacher was, all the stuff she put in, like all the effort she put in, making sure everyone was okay, and doing video calls every week with them. And I think that made me more passionate about what I do. So I don't know if it was maybe just that came across when I was speaking, because like I say, I don't have any experience whatsoever. And I tried, and all through COVID, it was no, you can't have people in, we can't have volunteers in. And I ended up just thinking, right, I'm just going to have to go with what I've got and hope for the best. So I think maybe it was just kind of how passionate I was about it and how long I've kind of waited to do it.
I spoke about for quality of a teacher, being able to be empathetic towards your students. It's a job where every single person in your class is in a different situation. So you have to be very caring and really think about that when dealing with every child. A lot of kids have a lot of home problems. Other ones have different learning abilities. So you have to be able to cater to your full class and not just be able to cater to one type. So I spoke highly of that and how I thought that was a very important quality to have. Yeah, that was my main kind of one. And I think, again, that's coming from my background, just putting the children first and their needs first. So that was something I highlighted on.
Yeah, I think I spoke about kind of that being compassionate towards people and kind of understanding and listening to children, and rather than, like you say, grouping them all together. Like children learn at different speeds, so it's kind of catering to each child's needs rather than one kind of size fits all. So I think I spoke about that, and I think being like organised and stuff. And I think I said, obviously, you've got to plan out your whole kind of
lessons.
Yeah, and do it like so that you're covering everything you need to cover in that year. So I spoke about stuff like that, and just kind of being not happy, I don't think that's the right word, being kind of like positive and stuff, and so I think that really helps children. So I spoke about kind of stuff like
I've said like schools are safe space, so you have to always like be not happy, but be positive and just make their learning experience as good as you can, because they might not be getting that at home, some of them.
Yeah, I think it's like you say, everyone, they might come from different backgrounds and they're coming in, and it's all just trying to make sure that like that they feel safe in the one place and they know they can come to school, and that's where the kind of place is, isn't it?
Definitely. There was a question about why you wanted to go to that university. So not just why you wanted to go to university, but why you had chosen theirs. UWS has a peer program, which I spoke about and said that I was really keen to be involved in that. And I thought it was great because although you have your lectures and things to go to, they might not have experienced it from the students' point of view. So the fact that you've got students in a couple of years above you to go to speak about your experience that they've also experienced, I think is absolutely great. A great way for you to be settled in as well, and know that there's someone to talk to that isn't maybe your lecturer, which might be a bit scary, but someone more of a peer to go and to speak to.
Yeah, I think they called them families, I'm sure.
Yeah, it was families. I enjoyed that term.
No, I like that. That's one of the ones I pointed out when they asked what university, because I think I really think that's a good idea. Like you say, if you don't want to go and speak to your lecturer, you've got like people above that's been in your position, that they'll be kind of a wee bit more, not friendlier, but they kind of understand more because they've just been in the situation. So no, I really like that. I think their course structure is really, really good as well at UWS. The way it's all planned out. So no,
and it's a bit smaller as well. So it's a bit more personal.
I think that made it a bit scary though, because I didn't know how small it was until I watched. We got was it an induction video?
The video,
I watched it and thought, I don't know if I should have watched this, but it looked really good, that course. So I was glad I chose it in the end.